Hey everybody, it's me, Brittany B, and here's my review for Legacies episode 2. I was really excited for episode 2 because episode 1 was really good, and I'm just a big fan of like the Vampire Diaries and the originals, so I just knew I was going to be a fan of this show too. So basically, I'm just going to talk about like some things that stood out to me in the episode, like my favorite parts, and yeah, give you my review about it. So, this episode, one thing that stood out to me was like a big part of it was the fire-breathing witch, because we didn't see that. Like if you are an original and Vampire Diaries fan, we never saw any witches that could breathe fire, so it was like, what the heck was that? And then like the biggest part was like she's a dragon. Freaking, she turned into a dragon. Like what? First of all, let's just go like from the get. There's a whole dragon. We have dragons now. Like that is like, didn't see it coming, but I'm here for it. You know, I'm here for like different things because like it's good to separate the legacies from the originals and the Vampire Diaries. So coming out with new villains like dragons and stuff, you know, that shakes things up and gives it like a whole different world. That's like what? Like I'm with a lark. There's no such thing as freaking dragons, cause like, I mean, he experienced a lot of stuff in the Vampire Diaries. I mean, he was dead, came back to life. He was the original at one point. I mean, he had a crazy life, but dragons was not in it. So wow, that is the dragons. Okay, and then so it was like so you gotta think about like how are we going to kill this dragon? So and then it was like, oh well, you know, we're gonna have a sword, but we have this knife. So when Hope like and Raphael teamworked and stabbed her, I was like, that was way too easy. And if that's how she dies, I'm like, they're gonna need to do a little bit more because that was kind of lackluster. But they stabbed her, and then she turned into a dragon. So I was like, oh. And then she read some type of spell, and then she went back to human. And I just wonder why she couldn't talk. She was just like not talking. It was bothering me. And those other people like say something, and then next you know, Larry stabbed her in the like. So I don't know. Like somebody told him that's gonna work, but yeah, that quite did the job. It's crazy. And let's talk about Hope and her vendetta. Like okay, so Landon, yeah, he stole a knife and he lied, but like people are not human. Landon stole a knife and he lied, but people are like, you know, they're only human. They're gonna make mistakes. It was not that serious. Hope had a death spell. Like she was going full-fledged. Oh, he lied to me. Oh, you gonna die today. It's not that serious. Like I'm with Lark. Lark was like, now you need to calm down. It was just a mistake, you know. I don't think she's really, because he said that's her dad's side, but like, nah, Klaus would have just been killed him. Like, you know, she's talking to him. Klaus would just kill him. Let's just be serious. Klaus don't really play no games or things. It's like, boom, he would have killed him, walked away, and like, what? You know? So I'm still thinking like, at least in questions, I'll do the questions at the end. Okay, so next, the other cast members, they were doing this, I guess flag football, and they're not allowed to win because if they win, it's going to bring more attention to them and all that kind of stuff, but you know, I really didn't get that, because I'm thinking like, why not win, you know? So they was losing, and the other team was just, they were just so rude, and just overly obnoxious, you know? So I'm like, okay, let's just beat them. So then, Lizzie was like, the girl just pushed her to the limit. So Lizzie was like, you know what, we're going to beat them, da-da-da. So they start playing, and they was winning, but in the end, what's her name? Josie, she did a spell. So instead of the guy catching the football, he dropped it, and they lost, which I think is like they was winning with their own, you know, skills. Like it wasn't like magic, so I don't see why they have to lose all the time. Like I wouldn't even want to be in a team where I have to lose. It's just not fun. I don't know, maybe they can find a way to like shake that up, because that just sucks. But that was interesting because they were really like going in. Like he was he compelled him. Melton compelled him. MG compelled him and was like, you're gonna drop it, and the other people were like, doing little spells where they drop the ball. Like, I mean, I guess that's like way it could be a disadvantage, but I mean, why not? Who knows what they're doing? Nobody knows that they're getting compelled and spelled. So have fun with them because they deserved it, because they were just really, really rude and they needed a reality check like quick. So that was interesting. What stood out to me was their Lizzie and Josie relationship. Lizzie's really just off. Something's off about her, like dealing with a lot of stuff, and Josie's always there. She's overly caring, and I hope they know that all do really love him, because they were struggling like, oh, my dad don't love me, da, da, da. But like, he does. Like, also they did for the Vampire Diaries to keep them alive. Yeah, you know, he's just trying to run a school, you know, and Hope doesn't have any parents, so it's hard to be jealous of Hope because she literally, both her parents died, which is freaking crazy. But I wish that some of the people that stayed, like her, you know, Rebecca and them, they can come visit her because they're still alive. I just wish they didn't have to kill everybody off. But because Klaus come up there for one time, that would just be epic. Elijah, like, why would they both have to die? Why couldn't it just be, I don't know. I wouldn't want either one to die, but like at least one of them could have stayed alive, you know, just could have. But neither here or there. That was basically the episode. Oh, the ending, the gargoyle eyes lit up and had teeth. What? The last time I thought about gargoyles was a TV show. It's a cartoon. It was called Gargoyles. Showing my age, because I mean I'm 25, but like people probably haven't heard of it. But if you have, on Disney, the Gargoyles, that was like the show. So to bring gargoyles in, I am like here for it. But I don't know what it's supposed to be like. Are we bringing in demons? Like, it's a gargoyle, a demon? Or like, I don't really know the history of gargoyles. Like, what are they? But he looked evil. It was going towards that charmed demon look. But if it's not a demon, I want to know, like, I don't know what that does. But that should be interesting for the next episode. And it's looking like they're going to have like a different villain each episode, which is different because, you know, Vampire Diaries, they had like these long, you know, they tell you the backstory, it builds up, and there's all this, you know, tension, and that separates them, which I think is cool because, you know, not the Vampire Diaries, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, they had a different monster. Other shows, they had different monsters and stuff, so I'm here for it too. It's not as dark yet as the Vampire Diaries and the originals was. Well, the Vampire Diaries was a little bit lighter than the originals, which was like more, it was more dark. But I like it because we get to see them before everything crazy happens, and it makes their, you know, it makes them be like cold-hearted. Because like, I mean, they don't be cold-hearted, but the Vampire Diaries, at a point, everybody was dying, things were just getting crazy, and it was just a lot for them. So right now they kind of have their innocence, which I think is cool to see, like, innocence and like see what they do. You know, they're dealing with normal problems with some supernatural elements. Okay, questions. When is Raphael and Landon coming back? Because at the end of the episode, they ran away. They was just like, you know, Landon apologized and said, please give me a second chance. And I guess Raphael was not going to leave his friend. And that was just it for them two. Sad, but, you know, clearly they're going to come back. I just want to know when and how and why. And a question is Landon something supernatural or not? Because that hasn't been answered, and I have been really curious about it because, like, I feel like there was leaning towards it, or is he just still, like, human? But then it's like, who controlled him and compelled him to steal the knife? Because he had to be compelled or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's just like, I don't know. His whole character, like, we need more information. So I'm so excited for the next episode with the gargoyles. Thank you for watching. Those are like some key things that I thought was interesting. I mean, freaking dragon, gargoyles, crazy flag football game, and yeah, that's basically it. Please leave your comments on what you thought was interesting. Let's chat it up, let's talk. And honorable mention, that man bun was so cute. That was so attractive. And I tweeted it, and the actor tweeted me back. It's like, aw. But anyway, side note, that was so off. But thanks for watching. Please leave comments, like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for my next review.